Okay, I'm about to answer all 5 questions from our quiz coming up. And in this one, it says the Democratic support in a local community was about 19,000 in 1996. It rose to about 26,000. What's the percent increase? Round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. Now, this is a percent change, percent increase because it goes from 19,000 and it increases 26,000. The process is simply you have to subtract the two numbers. I'll take 26,000 because it's larger, and you subtract 19,000. So you have to subtract the two numbers, and you have to divide by the first number. The first number that's given. The original number was 19,000, so I put it over 19,000. And then you subtract what that's 7,000 divided by 19,000. And when I divide this, it's going to be about, I did it, it's 0.3684. 0.363684. But when you want a percent, you have to move that decimal 2 times to the right. So that becomes 36.84%, and that is the answer. That's the percent change. Next, you have to, for this one, you have to distribute that -2. So that's going to be -2x, and then you have to just multiply that. -2 times -5 is +10. And then I'll copy the rest. I have 7, and I have -8x. And then you have, well, I'll combine my like terms. I have this and this. -2 minus 8, that is -10x. And I don't like that x. I want to rewrite that x there. So that's x. And then the other two like terms are 7 plus 10, which is 17. So that's plus 17. And there you go. The next one is what percent of 18? What percent is 18 of 20? It's really just 18 divided by 20. Now, there's a few ways of doing this. I might see, in this case, 20 goes into 100. And that's 5 times. So I'll just multiply 18 times 5. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. That's 40. 90. Oh yeah, of course. 90 out of 100, which means that's 90%, because percent means out of 100. Now, by the way, if I had, let's say, what percent is, I don't know, 7 of, seven's a terrible number. Let's see. 5. What percent is 5 of 8? Now, I chose this, so we have 5/8, but 8 does not go into 100 nicely. So in that case, you would have to divide. That's probably the easiest method. And cowboys and horses, and doesn't go into 5, but it goes into 50, what, 6 times? 48. And that's 2, 0. That goes in, what, 2 times? Because that's 16, 4, 0, 5. 0.625. And that is equal to, that would then be equal to 62.5%, because you have to move the decimal 2 times to the right. See, from here, 2 times to the right, it goes right there. Okay. Next, we have this one. So solve this. First, you distribute the 3, and you have what? 3 times 17 is 51, minus 3 times 2 is 6b, plus 3b equals 33. I then have to combine my well, I don't have to, but I should combine my terms at that point. And that would be negative 3b, and I'll copy down the 51 and the 33. Now, one big mistake that students usually make is they think, oh, I'm going to subtract, no, I'm going to add 51. I don't know. Yeah. They're going to add 51 here, but you have to see that's a positive 51. So I need these to cancel out. The only way that's going to happen is if I have a negative 51 on both sides right there. So we have negative 3b equals, now I have to subtract these, but 51 for now needs to be on the top. I'm going to subtract these here. What, that's 11 minus 3 is, that's 18. So the difference between these two is negative 18, because negative 51 is bigger. And then I have to divide by negative 3. These cancel, and b is equal to 6. Boom. Okay. Next, I have this. So which inequality is equivalent to that? First, what you do is you would distribute. Distribute the negative 5 to the x, so that's negative 5x. And negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. And you have 2x. And I have this. I'm copying the rest right there. I'm going to combine my like terms to get negative 3x plus 10, and that's 7. I need to subtract 10 from both sides, and that's negative 3 is less than negative 3x. And my last step is to divide by negative 3. And finally, I have 1 is less than, oh, I had to divide by negative. I have to switch the direction of the inequality there. So that's going to be like that. And these cancel, and I have x. But if you'll notice here, the variable is first in all these answers, and it's second here. So I have to switch this around, but watch how it happens. The x is now first, and the 1 is second. But notice how this is open to the 1, so it has to stay open to the 1. This is my final answer, which looks like it is option A. Okay, did I do that poorly or what? Let's try that again. Hold the phone. Hold it. Wait for it. A. Nice. Okay, well, that's what you got to know about this. And I wish you luck on our quiz related to all of this information. Bye.